y'all, and welcome to today's video. We are going to be testing out some new makeup, getting ready together. I have the new Kosas Glow IV Skin Enhancer. We'll play with this. I bought a Nudestix primer. I have the new Melt Cosmetics lashes. I went ahead and bought their brow stuff. We're gonna test out some more this L'Oreal True Match Reformulated Foundation. I have a touch of Glam palette. I'm gonna use my Sigma and Nook palette again. We're just gonna be testing some new makeup products. I'm excited about it, and if you're new here, I want to say hey. My name is Heather, and makeup makes me happy. Here at my channel, we don't try to be perfect. We just want to have a good time with our makeup, whatever that means. I do upload lots of new videos every single week, so I hope that you will subscribe before you leave today. But what I'm gonna do is push my hair back off my face. I'm gonna zoom y'all in, and we are going to play with some new products. Let's jump into it. All right, y'all, getting started, I will say I'm 35. I have oily skin. I live in a humid climate. All of those things are not insults. I always have people tell me, Heather, you say you're 35. That's not old. No, I know. It's just a fact. And I like to start out letting you know about my skin type. I do have some texture, but really not very much. I do try my best to take care of my skin, but the main thing for me is I want my makeup to last, and I want to kind of fill in pores. Those are what I'm really looking for. So I saw Robert Welsh using this. I can't remember if it was TikTok or a YouTube video, but Robert has oily skin as well. I'm like, say less, let me buy this product. I'll link his channel down below. I'm sure you already know who Robert is, but this is the Nudestix Blot and Blur Matte Stick. So I thought what we could do is take this and put it kind of like in my T-zone. This is what I saw Robert do, I think. He's a professional though. I am not. I just really love makeup. So I'm going to do like that. Oh, it feels nice on the skin. Like it doesn't feel like anything. So I just put it on this side for now, but I thought I could put that kind of all in my T-zone. And then I'm going to use the Kosas Glow IV Vitamin-Infused Skin Enhancer on the perimeter of my face. So what this looked like to me was kind of like the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter for a Superstar Youth Glow. I love using that as a primer. It has a very light coverage. It's very glowy. Even though I have oily skin, I like a little glow. So this says it's a vitamin-infused skin enhancer, activates a lit up glow, create a beautiful base, highlight targeted areas, mixed with foundation or skincare. So just like the one from Charlotte Tilbury, Tarte has one, e.l.f. has one. I thought I would try this one from Kosas. It says reflective, visibly healthier skin, hint of tint, safe for sensitive skin, hypoallergenic, non-comedogenic, I mean it's not going to clog pores, non-acnegenic. So what I'm going to do is kind of put this balm in the areas where I kind of get the most oily, although I will say I do kind of get oily everywhere. I know a lot of y'all have combo skin or dry skin, or maybe you only get oily in your T-zone and you don't get oily elsewhere. I get oily everywhere, like even the skin on my body gets oily. So I'm gonna kind of put this everywhere. Maybe I'm using too much. I should stop. I'm going to blend this in, and then I want to maybe like just put this in certain areas of my face. Okay, so I kind of pressed this into my skin. It looks good. It didn't peel up or anything weird. Now for the foundation, I am going to use my L'Oreal True Match Super-Blendable Foundation in N6. I tried this It's probably been a week or two ago here with y'all. I've been testing it off camera as well. This is reformulated. I know I mentioned before that I had stopped using foundations from L'Oreal for years because they were causing me deep under the skin breakouts. So when L'Oreal said that they were reformulating everything and they were going to have new ingredients that didn't clog the pores, I looked at the ingredient list and wanted to give this a try. Now, this shade 6 is a little bit light for me, so I actually grabbed my Makeup Revolution IRL Filter Foundation. This is a Longwear foundation, and I'm just going to use a tiny bit of this to mix in and try to correct this shade, because this shade right here says that, I mean, this is a great shade for me. It's for medium skin tones with an olive undertone. That is me. That is the foundation that I love. This is my summer shade, so I think it's going to be perfect when I just mix in a little bit of the L'Oreal. But first, let's use, oh, here we go. I'm like, first let's use this Kosas. I'm thinking maybe I'll try to put it on with my finger first, and then we'll go from there. I'm just trying to pump it out. I'm just trying to pump it out. Should I hold it upside down? Like, why is it not pumping? Okay, there it goes. I'm like, wait, I just had to get a little more out. Okay, so maybe I picked up way too much. Maybe we're going to end up putting this all over the face anyways. Okay, maybe like here, maybe a little down my nose, maybe some up here, maybe some down here. Maybe I'll just kind of keep it away from the center of my face. But I have this dirty Unearthly Cosmetics sponge, so maybe what I'll do is kind of like turn it on its side, and we'll see kind of if we can keep it to the perimeter of our face. But I mean, that definitely looks like it could be a liquid highlighter to me. My face is so light. I have been really, I mean, I always use actives in my skincare. I'm always using AHAs, BHAs, things like that. So you may see some redness in my skin. My skin's can be pretty sensitive, but I really want to match my neck and chest with my foundation. That's pretty, isn't it? Like, that's definitely giving me some glow where I want it to. Okay, so here is what that looks like blended in. I think that looks really beautiful. There's definitely a very fine shimmer, but really pretty. Okay, and I kept it away from the center of my face, so it's just kind of like on the cheekbones here and a little bit down the bridge of my nose. But let's go in now with our foundation. I want to keep testing this L'Oreal foundation. So far, I like it best with like gripping primers. When I tried it, the first impression video I did before with like I think it was like a smoothing primer from L'Oreal, it did not wear the best on me. My oils definitely came through around the 8-hour mark. And I'm somebody, I need my makeup to wear from sun up to sundown. So if you like your foundation to just last 8 hours, that's fine. But definitely if you're working outside the home, a gripping primer for me with my oily skin has done really, really well. So I'm excited to see how it's going to do with this combination of primers that we're going in with today. Okay, so I just put on my Makeup Revolution IRL concealer. I have been loving and using this so much. I bought it when it first launched at Ulta, and I think it's just so nice. So I'm just going to blend this in, and then we're going to go in with one of our Half Magic cream to powder blushes because I have really, really been enjoying those. Okay, I know I've used this one in a video before. This is only Drama, but I like it so much. I think it's so pretty, so I just want to use it again. I'm just going to use the top of my little Unearthly sponge and press it on. Listen, if you want full on pigment with this blush, you can definitely get it. Just use a brush instead of a sponge. I like using the sponge because I can kind of build a bit more and have a little more control. But I'm just going to press this in, and then I'm going to set my face down with my Huda Beauty Powder. I'm going to buff in a little bit of my Juvia's Place, the new powder foundation they have. I'm just going to use that as a finishing powder. And then I will come back and we'll do some more makeup together. Okay, so I set my face down with my powders. I will link everything I talk about down below, but I'm just going to go in with my Fenty bronzer. This is Caramel Cutie, and I'm going to use my Paige Corinne brush that she came out with recently with blinged brushes. This was part of their extension line, and I'm just going to use this with my Fenty bronzer. I've been using this Fenty bronzer a lot lately. I'm so happy with it. It looks so pretty, I think. So I'm just gonna bronze up, and then we'll do brows. Okay, so for my brows, I did buy the 3 new Melt brow products. They launched not too long ago. I just finally bought them. I'm gonna show you using the pencil, using the pen, using the gel. I do have brow hair. My brows are very thin, but I really like to fill them in, give them some shape. But I do have a good amount of brow hair. Even though they're thin, it is very blonde. But just quickly showing you kind of how I use these products. I like a strong hold brow gel because I want my brows to stay where I put them. So far, I've really been enjoying these products. Okay, so brows are done. My eyes are primed with my Sigma eye base in the shade Ignite. And I want to use mattes from my Sigma and Nook palette. Now, I did do a video already using this, swatching it, showing y'all a close-up of the palette, and I played more with these colorful shades over here. And then I also have a short here on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, using the more warm shades in this palette. So what I want to do today is use some of these mattes, and I want to kind of pull in these grays. But what I'm thinking we'll kind of start out with is maybe this gray right down here called Leon. And then I might kind of fade things out in the outer corner with Cacao right here, and maybe even dip into a little bit of Levine, maybe this dark kind of like charcoal black. Okay, so I'm going to be using my Sigma brushes. I will link my favorite Sigma brush set, the bundle I put together with Sigma. I will put that in the description box for y'all, but I'm going to be pulling in some other Sigma brushes too, just because I have not yet washed all of my brushes that I took with me on vacation. And I did post my vacation vlog if you want to see it, but I'm just taking this gray shade Leon and putting that in the front half of my crease and buffing it around. All right, now I'm going to go in with that brown shade, really pretty. I do like that the neutrals in this palette, there is a variety of different tones, like some warm, some cool, some right down the middle, neutral leaning. I think that gives the palette a lot of versatility. I think Anne did a really good job working with Sigma to make sure there were different undertones. And I just want to make sure that I'm going to blend these two together well. They don't have to be perfect right now. I can always go back and blend more in just a bit, but I'm wanting to make sure I kind of wrap this brown right down here, and then I can go back and blend and make sure I don't have any weird harsh lines right in here. I'm going to take this brush from the Sam Ravindall set and just add in that black to the very outer corner, and then I'm also going to pull it down under the lower lash line, but very lightly. I don't want it to be intense. I just want it to be kind of like a smoky charcoal under the lash line, back and forth, easy peasy like this. Okay, I'm just going to take this dual-ended Sigma brush and just kind of like buff with the fluffy end to make sure everything is flowing. Now I'm gonna cover up the lid. We're actually gonna use this Touch of Glam Not Your Basic Batch palette. I'm excited. I did post a short, but I'll also post it up right here for y'all to see the palette and swatches. This is a handmade multi-chrome palette. It's full of multi-chromes. The pans are magnetic. You can pop them in and out. I think that is really cool. And this was sent to me from the brand. So I'm excited. I love multi-chromes. I love multi-chromes. I love multi-chromes. So Touch of Glam asked me if they could send me this palette. I've never tried the brand, so I'm very excited about that. And I'm thinking, looking at these, you could see the shift in the swatches big time, and I can see the shift here. But I'm thinking I want to go in with this shade right here, Half Goddess, Half Hell. This looks really pretty. It looks like a purple, silver, green, bronze something type of shade. This is very sparkly. It looks like it has some really beautiful texture to it. I'm just looking. I'm actually going to put down a Glimmer Grasp. This is the Unearthly Cosmetics Glimmer Grasp. It's like a glitter primer, glitter glue, adhesive, something like that to give a little extra tackiness to the lid. I really like making my shadows pop with products like this. So I'm going to put this down all over my lid, and we're going to go in with that multi-chrome, and we're going to put it all over. The swatches of multi-chromes are always so fun. Of course they are. But the best thing about multi-chromes is just when I'm wearing them out living my life, because as you turn, as the light's hitting you, as you're in, just walking around, you're going to see so many different shifts. And that's what I want to start. So I'm going to start by putting down this Glimmer Grasp from Unearthly, and then we'll layer on that shadow. Okay, so I'm going to take this on my Sigma brush, and what I'm going to do is first press this all over that Glimmer Grasp, because I really want to get the sparkles down on that glitter glue, and I really want the texture to come through. I want it to be intense, and then I can go back and kind of blend and make sure I don't have any harsh lines in just a minute. Okay, I am loving this multi-chrome. I think it's so pretty. Oh, I've never tried Touch of Glam. I'm impressed. What I want to do now is go in with this shade right here. This one kind of looks blue, silver, purple, lots of different shades as I'm moving it around. So I want to use that one. That one is called Not Today, Satan. Okay. And the brush I'm going to use is an EO5 from Sigma. I'm going to pick this up, and I am going to spray my brush. This is just a small eyeliner brush. So I sprayed that with a little bit of setting spray, and I want to put this right under the lash line here on the inner part, and no further than that. So just lightly putting a bit of sparkle right here. I think that is really pretty. Just gives a little extra something down on the lower lash line, and it has a lot of sparkle. So these are multi-chrome shadows, but they are not pressed glitters. Actually, are they called, they're not pressed glitters, but are they called shadows or pigments? I'm actually not sure. Pressed pigments and eyeshadows. Okay. So if you're living in the EU, you're like, we don't care. If you're living in the United States and you value the FDA's opinion, then these are pressed pigments. Okay, I do have some fallout. I'll wipe that away in a minute. But first, we're going to highlight the inner corner. And looking at this palette, because I want to jump back over here. I don't want to go in with the multi-chrome on the inner corner. What I do want to do, though, is use a little bit of sparkle. And I'm going to use this shade right here called Gleam. This shade is really, really beautiful. I'm just going to use the mirror that's in the palette. I'm going to grab my Paige Corinne and Blinged Brushes brush, and I'm going to just put a little bit of that right there on the inner corner. And then I do have new false lashes. I bought the new Melt Cosmetics false lashes. I thought they looked so beautiful. So when they launched, I was like, oh, I have to use those. So there's these that are a half lash. These are Johnny, but I want to use Leo. Can you see how like wispy they look? I'm going to use that. And I also bought their latex-free lash glue. I mean, it's going to be hard to impress me with lash glue because the one I really like is the Duo lash glue that's like $6 in the with the green lettering. But I am going to do black eyeliner. I'm going to pop on these Leo lashes and I will be right back. Okay, I love the way these lashes look. Now listen, I love my drugstore lashes. I love Ardell. I love Kiss. Kiss is probably my favorite drugstore lash brand. I love my high-end, like, luxurious lashes, like Lily lashes. I've never tried a lash from Melt, but these in the style Leo look so pretty and they were so easy to put on. I'm glad I bought these. I'm glad I tried these out. I'll definitely be trying the half lashes in the future. Just listen, if you're new, I love doing videos like this where I'm testing new products. You know, some of these things like this Sigma palette, I've been testing, been trying, but it's still new, still reviewing it. I love testing new products, but I always do follow-up reviews. I do speed reviews, favorites and hated. I follow up on palettes and everything else I've been trying. So even though some of these are first impressions, make sure you subscribe because in the next few weeks, I will come back with a full review, sharing my thoughts on these products, these palettes, everything like that. I think it's so important to come back after I've tested, tried things multiple ways, and let you know what I really think of them. So definitely subscribe if you want to stay up to date on that. But I really like these lashes. I think these are pretty. I'm excited to wear these more. We need to do lips. We need to do highlight. I have this new lipstick that was sent to me from ColourPop. This is pretty. This is the ColourPop Luxe Lipstick Blur formula in Gigi. So I thought I'd use my Night Moth. I'm like, nah, Night Moth is the shade of this lip liner from MAC. And then I have a gloss that I bought from Unearthly too, but I need to sharpen this pencil and I'm going to put on this ColourPop lipstick. We'll highlight, we'll gloss, all of those things. Okay, a little line to the lips with a Night Moth. Not the easiest to talk and do lip liner. Okay, so we've got the lip liner on. Now let's look at this lipstick on top. I like this. Ooh. That's pretty. Okay, did I tell you the shade name? I think I did, Gigi. All right, let's do highlighter. I'm loving this lip combo with this eye look. Loving it, but I've been so into a colorful highlighter. I've been so into it. I can't stop. One of my favorites ever of all time is Low Light from Unearthly. And these have a transparent base, so they're perfect for all skin tones. I really want to mix Low Light here with Laser Beam right down here. And I'm going to pick this up on my Sigma E61. And I'm just going to highlight my cheeks. I love a colorful highlighter. It's such a good, fun way to just add a little something different to your makeup. Just have fun. Beautiful. Put a little down my nose. Mainly that Low Light shade is the one I want to focus on for my nose. Okay, I'm going to take this headband out, maybe run a comb through my hair. I'm actually testing out some new products that I plan to review in our next follow-up speed review video as well. I just want to use them a couple of more times, but oh, gloss. I wanted to put lip gloss on. I'm going to throw on my Unearthly Cosmetics Emma gloss. I bought all of the sparkly glosses that they have, and this shade Emma looks so cute. All right, y'all, here is our finished look. The main things that were completely new to me today were those primers, and I really like the way that Nudestix primer is looking on my pores. I really like the way the Kosas looked too. I'm excited to keep testing these and trying these. The L'Oreal foundation is looking amazing. I'm so happy I brought in that Makeup Revolution just to kind of correct the shade a little bit for me. The touch of Glam looking so good on the eyes with the mattes from the Sigma and Nook palette. This ColourPop lipstick, loving, and I feel like the gloss from Unearthly Emma took it to the next level. These melt lashes I'm into. This is probably my 3rd or 4th day wearing the Melt brow products. So far, I think they're really nice. I don't know if the pencil, pen, and brow gel or anything just completely revolutionary new to me or anything. The Half Magic blush I really like applying it with a sponge so I can sheer it out a bit. And yeah, I'm loving my makeup. I'm excited to wear this look for the rest of the day. Again, make sure you do subscribe if you want to see follow-up reviews, hear what I think after I test and try these products some more. I hope that whatever you're doing, you're having a super awesome, amazing, wonderful day. Please do subscribe before you leave, and I'll see you very soon in another video. Bye!